As I sat at my desk today, I couldn't stop thinking about the English composition exam a few days ago. I felt like I'd messed it up, writing a bunch of irrelevant stuff. The more I thought about it, the more defeated I felt, even though Mom comforted me, saying that picture compositions don't usually go off topic and that maybe my arguments just weren't strong enough. I couldn't shake the feeling. Still, I was determined not to let this happen in my Chinese composition. Today, I practiced carefully analyzing composition prompts, planning outlines, and memorizing some good phrases that might come in handy for the Chinese exam. If I keep this up, I should be able to avoid the same mistakes I made in the English exam. While I was deep in practice, frowning at my notes, Mom came over and asked,
"What's wrong?"
I told her I was worried that I'd mess up my Chinese composition the same way I did with English. She smiled and said,
"Son, I believe you won't make the same mistake twice."
I didn't really get it at first. Seeing my confused look, she explained,
"The key is learning from your mistakes. If you don't learn, you'll trip over the same thing again. But since you've already realized what went wrong and started preparing, it's much less likely you'll make the same mistake again."
Her words were like a weight off my shoulders, and suddenly I felt more confident. Mom always says,
"Smart people learn from their mistakes, but truly wise people learn from others' mistakes."
Today, she even shared a story about Warren Buffett and his partner, Charlie Munger. Buffett once said, "When it comes to learning from failure, I firmly believe it's better to learn from others' mistakes. The more, the better." He was quoting General Patton, who said, "It is an honor to die for your country, but it's better to let the other guy earn that honor." The idea is that mistakes and failure can teach valuable lessons, but the best lessons come from watching others fail, without having to suffer the consequences yourself. Apparently, Charlie Munger reads hundreds of biographies every year, not to study people's successes, but to learn from their failures and avoid making the same mistakes. I thought about it for a moment and realized Mom was right. It's better to learn from others' mistakes and avoid falling into the same traps. So, I made up my mind. Not only will I learn from my own blunders, but I'll also pay attention to how others mess up, so I can avoid making those same mistakes. Maybe then, I'll stumble less and reach my goals even faster. In the end, I know I've got to focus on preparation for this Chinese exam. Learning from past errors and staying sharp should help me avoid repeating history. Last-minute cramming might not always work, but learning from others' failures, that's the real shortcut to success.